Well, it would appear that we have some guests back on the Wayfinder server. Beanie Carlo's base has made some very nice improvements as of late. There's some other changes as well. Welcome back, adventurers. I know it's been a little bit since we have last seen each other, and I do apologize. In real life, there are some things that happen, some pretty big things, good things, but pretty big things. And then after that, I got sick. And what big things? I got married. So I was very, 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 very busy. And then immediately, like 2 days after I got married, I got sick. And I'm actually still kind of dealing with it right now, all these weeks later. And so I want to apologize in case my voice sounds a little rough. And beyond all of that, we also have a brand new member to the Wayfinder server. As a matter of fact, they are on right now. Koopy Boy has joined Wayfinder, and he has taken to the server like a fish out of water. Wait a minute. Since it's been so long, you may have forgotten where we last were. Busy building bridges. As you see, we got all these posts put in, but we do not have the bridge part. And that is what we're finally going to get to today. We are behind schedule on the mega base, and I need the entrance done and complete before I can actually move on to the next parts. It's kind of hard to navigate when you don't have a floor beneath you. Since it's been a while, this is gonna feel oh so good. But let's hit that time lapse right now. That project was a long time coming, and it feels oh so nice to finally have it finished. Some of you may have realized during the video that there were some mistakes made and how some blocks were being laid. I have gone back and fixed them all. It was not fun. Now, there are some detailing things I've done after the video was over, and so I want to take you through a little tour of the bridge as it is right now. Before we get to the bridge, I figure it's good to kind of give you an idea of how things are logistically. This is my base right now. If we just turn 180 degrees, we see the bridge and the spawn village. So even though there isn't a proper road put in yet, I wanted to cross this chasm with a bridge because that way we don't have to go all the way down and around or use the water. Plus, that just doesn't look as nice, right? I built a bridge extension across the chasm to link up with the spawn village. Now we have a direct way in, a direct way out. When I say we, I mainly mean me, because I'm the one who lives right next to the village. So this is an improvement for myself. As well, you can see that I've been using glow lichen as the primary source of light to prevent any mobs from spawning. There are so many beautiful vistas looking out across the bridge that I didn't want to impede the vision with just fence posts or a bunch of decorations. So I wanted to do something that left it open so you could stop and look and really enjoy the view, the build, and the Minecraft world around you. I have to give a special shout out to Beanifer. I was really struggling with what to do on the side of this bridge. First, I did vines of all different types. I tried using different decorative blocks, and nothing seemed to fit. It all looked weird or off or just ugly, to be quite honest. Then Beanifer mentioned glowberries, and I tried a little bit. She was very kind and gave me some glowberries to use, and once they filled in, it was kismet. It was perfect. Look at this. The color scheme is wonderful. I love it. And so this is a big thanks to Beanifer. I mean, just look over there. Look how the glowberries just perfectly make the bridge look. I just love it. So thank you very much, Beanifer. You helped make this bridge awesome. Well, at least in my opinion. At the center of the bridge, you can see that I left the canopy off. And that is because this is truly where the entrance to my mega base is going to be. The bridge is just the means of getting to the entrance. But that is for future discussions and videos. I didn't want this bridge just to be from top of that side to top of that side. That's just boring. I made that mini bridge to connect the chasm, and over here I wanted to give it a different vibe and a different feel. So here we are on the other side. I might do some more detailing in the future. I might switch some of the diorite out for different types of diorite just to give it a little more texture. But for the moment, I am liking it how it looks, so I may not mess with it too much. There are some other things that will go on the bridge, long as it pans out well in my first player testing world. Watcha! I built myself a little tunnel entrance and throughway. I did a little terraforming here to make this look a little bit better. And I just like how the tunnel really came out. I went through a few different iterations, and Beanifer was actually someone who who helped make me admit to myself that some of the previous iterations just were not working. After I finally sat down and finally bit the bullet, I really like what came out here. I like how everything's framed. I like the vision. I like how the bridge just matches right with the tunnel. I like how that tree is looking out there, and that's natural spawn tree. I didn't do that. But this is how it looks on the other side. I love it. It's just a nice little nook in. Nerdykitten plans on building a road to connect up to this, and then that road will go through that tunnel under the mound and out onto the bridge. So this is going to be hopefully something that others will use it as well. My base isn't the only other base around here. If we just go a little bit over this way, you will see from the beginning of the video Beanie Carlo's base. If we look a little up, we can see my industrial district, which, did I leave my, I did. Oh my gosh. I left my moss farm going. And that just about wraps things up for this episode, adventurers. We have done a lot, even though in this episode we've only really did one thing. Let's turn this off before I forget. But the one thing we did do was pretty big, and it took a lot of time. I do want to say, adventurers, that unfortunately I am out of town unexpectedly in this upcoming week, which means I will not have access to my PC, which means I do not have access to Minecraft. I'm going to do what I can to try to put an episode together so that next week there will be one to be released, but I cannot make any promises, and it does not necessarily look good, although I may do a shortened episode, so at least there will be something. But I did want to give you all the heads up just in case one could not be put together in time. With that all being said, I appreciate every single one of you that have joined us thus far on the Wayfinder adventures. We have still a lot more to do. 1.19 upgrade is going to be coming in the next like month-ish, we're hoping. Still waiting on Optifine to finish things up, and then we got some things on our end. And then beyond that, we are also scheduling our end raid party, which will be quite interesting because Koopy Boy has never ever done one before, let alone been to the end. Heck, he hasn't even been in the Nether. So with all of that being said, adventurers, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.